Good evening, everyone. A huge welcome to the show. I'm Sercan.
And I'm David, and we're absolutely thrilled to have you here for yet another episode of Region 10 Live News. So, Sercan, how has your October been?
It was so busy, David, but full of activities, podcasts, speeches. How about yours?
Wow. I mean, I haven't been as busy as that, but certainly been looking forward to seeing our Toastmasters episodes rise up the ranks and inspire more and more people. And speaking of inspiring, we want to be inspired by you. And I know some of you might be a little bit shy. So it's your chance right now, if you're joining the broadcast, to share in the chat, whether you're calling from Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. We would love to see two things. Firstly, share with us where in the world are you joining from? And two, how would you describe your October? So let's see.
And when I'm checking the chat, I see Sergio and Verona from Italy, and of course Lillian, our advisor for Region 10, and we are saying hello to you. Thank you for coming.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. And I see also in our private chat here, one of our special guests tonight from Ireland and Fun. So that'll come up a little bit later. And Lillian there joining from France. Elizabeth Jordan, hello to you as well from District 71.
Yeah. And David, speaking of exciting, our Toastmasters family just celebrated a massive milestone.
Absolutely. So on Wednesday, October 22nd, Toastmasters International turned 101. 101. Honestly, can you even believe that, Serjan?
It's amazing. And I'm so proud to be part of this team. And I would like to toast my also glass to you and celebrate Toastmasters 101 years birthday.
Yes, here's cheers to that. How do you say it in Turkish, Serjan?
In Turkish, it is şerefe.
Şerefe, and Ageşekedra for our Hungarians, and Prost for our Austrians and Germans. And if you're watching all the way from Australia, where I'm from, cheers.
Cheers to Toastmasters.
Wonderful. So keep your congratulations coming in as well. We see a few people coming in. Pinar, Michaela, you're very welcome. And also to mark this occasion now, we've got a video by Toastmasters, which is a fantastic look back at that journey. So it's only 2 minutes that they've managed to fit 101 years into 2 minutes. But let's watch the video.
When I suggested a club in which they could learn to talk by talking, they welcomed the idea. It is gratifying as I look back over our development through the years to know that the growth has been the result of the desire of people to improve themselves in communication.
Toastmasters shows you how to express yourself clearly and effectively.
It's the best learning opportunity for communication and leadership skills in the world.
We avoided the atmosphere of the classroom, and we learned in moments of enjoyment.
It all starts and ends at your club. This is your family.
The purpose of Toastmasters is to help all its members help themselves.
It's a tried and tested method, and Dr. Smedley figured it out long ago. He's quite a visionary, and he wanted to help people, and that's all it was.
The greatest leaders of history have been people who are dedicated to doing their best to help others.
It is where leaders are made, and that's our philosophy.
I believe we transform lives every single day.
Because you find gifts and talents within yourself you never knew were there.
Toastmasters put him on his feet and taught him how to speak with confidence.
There is comfort in the thought that today there are thousands of Toastmasters who are a part of a great international movement.
It's the next 100 years that we should be concentrating on, as Dr. Smedley would have desired us to do. And so I think we're living his dream.
I'm grateful for Dr. Ralph Smedley and his commitment, because it's a great legacy to carry forward.
Wow. I don't know about you, Serjan. I've got goosebumps.
Yeah, and yeah, really it touched my heart. And it is 101 years old, building confidence. And in the video, it says, we transform lives every single day. And Toastmasters transform my life every single day. Really appreciate it. And with this video, it is so powerful to see it all put together like that.
Absolutely, 100%. I love that Dr. Smedley also said we learn in moments of enjoyment. And when you think about all adult learning, we have to enjoy what we're doing. And I'm enjoying being in this program, Region 10 Live News with you, Sejan, because again, it's another way in which for us to develop our presentation, our leadership, and our public speaking skills. So truly a wonderful thing. But that's not it for news. We've got some more news and upcoming events that I'd now like to share with you all. So get your calendars ready and have your phones handy so that you can take a picture of the QR codes that are relevant for you. First up, District 110 is hosting an online webinar about leading a team of volunteers. If you've ever done it, you know it's completely different from leading a paid team of people. And this webinar will be by Kayla Works, who's the PQD in District 63. Next, in District 109, they're organizing a very special guest, past International President Pat Johnson, who I think we saw in the video just now. And Pat will be sharing practical suggestions to help our corporate clubs grow and thrive. And it's truly an important opportunity. Now for our friends in the UK, District 91 is holding an in-person event in London called Flow with the Fall. That's it, folks, the district finals for their humorous speeches and table topics contests. So if you're anywhere near London around November 23rd, you cannot miss this. There's guaranteed fun and, of course, fantastic networking opportunities. We also have a really fun piece of news being passed around to us by our very own region advisor, Lillian Shafter-Kohler. The region advisors around the world are, of course, very busy supporting their clubs and with their club growth strategies and chartering new clubs. But in the spirit of leading by example, they've decided to create their very own Toastmasters club. It's an advanced club just for region advisors called RAs United. I mean, imagine the table topics in that room. Honestly, I think there would be a lot of pressure, and it's a really fantastic idea. So congratulations to the region advisors, and we wish them all the best for setting up their club and also being able to share their insights. One final piece of news just from the news desk this afternoon. There is a TM triathlon in November on the 29th in Bremen. So to hear more about it, let's hear now on a video from Marcus Bonsiepen.
On 29th of November, the triathlon will be in Bremen. What is the Toastmasters triathlon? It's nothing about running, swimming, and cycling. Every contestant of the triathlon will participate in a prepared speech contest, an evaluation contest, and in a table topic contest. And all that is summed together, and all together is called the Toastmasters Triathlon. It is a German-speaking contest. You're all welcome. We are happy to see you at the triathlon in Bremen.
There you go. So get yourself to Bremen, November 29th. And if you're a German speaker, maybe you could enter and be part of that triathlon. Let's now move to our inspirational message moment. And I'd like to welcome tonight's guest, Izidro Souza, who by day is a head of a tech department with an executive MBA. But in the Toastmasters world, Izidro is a true champion. He's a 3-time district international speech champion, a co-European champion, and was world champion of public speaking as a finalist in 2021. On top of that, he's climbed the entire leadership ladder and is now responsible for the educational programs in his district as the program quality director for District 107. And he's organizing the brilliant Barcelona event we talked about in our previous episode. Izidro, welcome to the show tonight. It's fantastic to have you with us.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Yes, I think everything looks set. So if you're ready, Izidro Souza, the stage is yours.
Whether you are a Toastmaster or not, I bet that you feel butterflies in your stomach when you have to speak in public. How do I know that? Because I feel the same. And I'm so glad I feel butterflies. You know, before I joined Toastmasters in 2017, I had never felt butterflies in my stomach. I felt dinosaurs, crocodile, elephant, all sorts of large, terrifying creatures. No butterflies. I wanted to feel butterflies. I wanted to be a normal man, an ordinary guy, someone who could speak up when needed. But public speaking was not an option for me, which caused a lot of painful and embarrassing situations. But okay, I'm okay now. Just like magic, Toastmasters fixed me. I became the champion of our district for public speaking 3 years in a row. I became the European champion of public speaking and the first Portuguese ever reaching the final of the World Championship of Public Speaking. I was deeply grateful. And then I thought, well, Izidro, this is time now to give back to the organization by serving outside your club. I became an area director, then the division director, club growth director, and now I'm the program quality director of the District 107. I thought, I'm giving back. I'm so proud of my altruism. But I realized that I was still receiving. And why is that? Because Toastmasters has this insane stubbornness of keeping giving and giving and giving. I wanted to give back, but I was receiving leadership tools I didn't have. I wanted to give back. I was receiving connections all over the world that I didn't have. Enriching experiences I didn't have. And so on and so on. My friends, Toastmasters gave me so much in communication and in leadership. I don't know what I value the most. Maybe I don't need to know. Maybe I don't have to choose. I just need to embrace the full package of communication, leadership, friendship, connection, and be deeply grateful. And I am. And I am. And I truly believe that you can, you should, and you deserve to be grateful as well. Some people say, I don't care about public speaking and leadership because I don't want to become a professional speaker or lead teams professionally. Turns out that communication is our daily lives, right? Isn't it? And in a very simple terms, leadership is get people on board to reach a goal. So it's something that you do in your family, among your friends, in our daily lives. And if you are ready, Toastmasters with this insane stubbornness has a lot to give, as long as we are open to learn and to grow. So fellow Toastmasters or Toastmasters to be, what I really want to tell you is next time you are invited to become a club officer, a district officer, or to serve in a different manner, just turn on your insane stubbornness to learn and grow and say yes. Embrace the challenge. One day you will look back and you will be glad you did it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wow. Thank you, Izidro, for your positive words there. I love this term, insane stubbornness. But I'd like to ask you just a couple of questions. You mentioned at the very beginning butterflies, and I hope you found your butterflies. And something I know for myself as a former opera singer is the expression, how do you get your butterflies to fly in formation? So do you have any tips for those who also want to enter contests and things where maybe you found a way in which you get your butterflies to fly in formation?
Yes, I would say that the first thing is depend where you start from. But I believe that attending sessions and getting comfortable with a pair of eyes looking at you, staring at you, is the first step. And the second step is when you learn a lot of tools that will make you to prepare your speech, you gain confidence. And when you practice, I think these three things can be very helpful to make your butterflies fly in formation.
Wonderful. I love that. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And the other thing I'd like to ask you is about, you mentioned being grateful, and you mentioned this idea of when we feel a little bit stubborn about taking on leadership and other factors, serving and finding these ways. What's been the thing that got you over the line in terms of realizing the potential in that role or in that next opportunity to serve? Was there something that you had to shift in your mindset, or does it relate a little bit more to what you were saying about being grateful and embracing the fullness of Toastmasters?
Yeah, I have to tell you that the first roles, area director and division director, I truly felt that I had to give back to the organization. But club growth director last year, I thought I was not ready. It's not kind of ready in terms of having skills for that, but I thought that other people was trying to become club growth director first. And then our region advisor at the time, Piotr Chimko, he told me, there is no queue, you're ready, why don't you run for club growth director? Actually, he came to me and told me to run for club growth director.
Okay.
And I embraced the challenge to give back again, but I realized I've learned a lot. I'm grateful for that.
Fantastic. That's great. I love that. There's no queue. If you're ready, go for it and see what happens. So this year you're the program quality director. So we do wish you well with that new sense of growth, and perhaps we'll see you further on in the leadership ladder as life goes on as well. So Izidro Souza, thank you so much for all of the wisdom that you've shared with us tonight. And you can already see perhaps on screen there, lovely messages coming through to thank you and to also interact with you. So all the best for the event in Barcelona, and maybe we'll hear back from you in a future episode where you can tell us more about the event and everything else that's happening within your district. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
There you have it, a wonderful inspirational message from Izidro Souza. And let's bring Serjan now back to the stage.
I'm back, David, and that was fantastic speech. I was just taking my notes about positive stubbornness.
Absolutely. So let's turn our insane stubbornness into something more positive to be grateful for, and absolutely to feel that sense of embracing all that Toastmasters has to keep giving us. I think that was really a powerful message from Izidro as well. But I believe you have another powerful and incredible story coming up now with District 71.
Yeah, I do, David. And honestly, I'm so excited for it. This might be the coolest Toastmasters stories I ever seen. It involves fun, fellowship, and very long trip. I'll take it from here, David. Thank you. And all right, everyone. Have you ever wondered what would it be like to take a road trip with your district leaders? Well, District 71 didn't just wonder, they did it. They organized an incredible bus tour around Ireland and visiting clubs and also members along the way. And the fantastic Arnold van Bouwen created a 5-minute video highlighting the places, the people, and the experiences. And a quick warning, after you watch this, you are going to want to book a ticket to Ireland because I really like to do that. And after the video, I'm so honored to invite District 71 leader Mairead Dillon and her team live. But first, let's roll the video.
Toastmasters International District 71 Northern UK and Ireland launched a bus tour to boost brand awareness and strengthen the connections across the island of Ireland. 13 events were organised by club members from both Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. In Northern Ireland, Belfast, Derry and Enniskillen. In the Republic of Ireland, Dublin, Castlebar, Galway, Tullamore, Clonmel, Limerick, Tralee, Cork and Waterford. The journey began in Dublin before heading north to Belfast in Northern Ireland, UK.
I'm here with Eleanor McAvoy, a musician and artist who's just performed at our first event in Dublin.
They're a pretty warm crowd to sing for. I mean, seriously, they're just so... I think if you'd gone up there and fallen over and just recited numbers out of the phone book, they'd have clapped. Like, they were really, really, really nice.
I'd like to welcome you all to this special event, the second of 13 exciting whistle-stop tours in the Toastmasters International Bus Tour of the Island of Ireland.
And this time, let's try to touch the ceiling as if we're going to go up and reach higher and higher. And release.
Useful and valuable to you up until this point.
I'm here with Deputy Mayor Alderman Neri McMorris, and we had just witnessed a magnificent panel discussion. And you yourself run a couple of different groups, a women's group and a youth group. And you just mentioned very, very briefly before we come on camera that potentially communication is a really helpful thing to have within these groups. Would you agree with that?
100%. Nobody can actually measure the value of what community groups offer for people, and not just for their mental health, but also their physical health. And, you know, making them connections, as we heard today from the panel.
Can teach themselves.
Each stop was filled with energy, inspiring speeches, powerful connections and unforgettable guests.
An empowering environment.
Family.
There was laughter, emotion and moments that truly captured the Toastmaster spirit.
Is what the magic of connection is. Thank you.
Small from the Tullamore Club.
Across the country, musicians and magicians added entertainment and excitement, bringing every event to life.
And he's real. I just have to hang on to him because...
The chapel here in old Kilmainham jail. I think about these past few weeks. Oh, will they say we've...
This is the quality of Limerick and Clare Toastmasters.
Hey Bill, you're live. Say hello to everybody. Hello. Program Quality Director Steve Campion announced the District 2026 conference. The District Director Mairead Dillon recognized the outstanding team with the award for excellence.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much to Edward for everything. Thank you. Thank you, Alda.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnold. Thanks a million. Thank you so much again. Thank you.
I want to say thank you so much to all the event organisers. We've had a magnificent journey so far. It was so wonderful. Like, there's no way 1 or 2 or even 5 people could remotely have organised the events around the country. So just the quality of the events and the camaraderie and the friendship that now has developed because of all of these events is just magnificent.
This is Arnold van Buren reporting from Toastmaster District 71, Northern UK and Ireland.
A big applauses for all team members that make this initiative so great and amazing, really. And now I would like to invite my guests. We cannot invite all team members, but we are inviting the leader, Mairead Dillon, and also James and Linda on stage. Welcome. I'm seeing they are coming. And let me introduce them first before I ask the questions. I know that you have several questions in your mind, but we are going to mention some of the areas of this initiative. Mairead is a very enthusiastic Toastmasters, and she joined 17 years ago, and she quite found her tribe. And also she is a currently District 71 Director, and her favorite role was the head of Youth Leadership Program for the Republic of Ireland. And James is a husband, father, and grandfather. He is actively involved in the community, particularly in a voluntary capacity across a range of local, national, international charities, festivals, and events. He has been a Toastmaster for 6 years this month, and he's held every club position like area, division director, and achieved his DTM in early 2025. Linda is a new member. She just joined Toastmasters in April 2025 after a long time building up the courage to walk through the doors of the Lucan Toastmasters Club. She was assigned an amazing mentor who has supported her to achieve some recent professional goals. Linda is a mediator and conflict management coach. I hope I can express myself enough. Welcome, team.
Good evening. It's lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too all. And Mairead, the first question is, because you are the dreamer and the leader of this initiative, what inspired you to turn the simple idea like driving a bus of Ireland around to Ireland into a nationwide Toastmasters movement, and what did this project really mean to you?
Thank you so much for the question. Well, about 4 years ago, I was between jobs and I finally had a bit of time and money to do something that I really wanted to do, and that was to learn to drive a truck and a bus. Now, my ultimate goal was to get my hands on the FM 104 Roadhog. It's an articulated American truck with a radio station on it, and I wanted to drive all over Ireland and record elderly people's stories. So it didn't quite work out. And then I became a member of the district leadership team, and I just put forward the idea of Ireland in a bus with Toastmasters to raise the brand awareness. And it finally came to fruition this year. I had so much support and goodwill, and we went to the States to Philadelphia to the convention, and everybody said, go for it. And we went for it, and we had a wonderful, wonderful time. But on a personal note, it is the combination of a dream I've always had to make the community feel part of Toastmasters and to introduce ourselves to everybody all over the country and raise brand awareness. And we certainly did that.
Amazing. But personally, what does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me? It means to me that if you have a vision and you put it out there and you say, if you're very strong in your vision, you're going to have great people backing you. And that's exactly what happened. Every single time we needed anything, we kept meeting wonderful, brilliant people. We even met Catherine Conley, incoming president in Ireland, actually. She was just elected yesterday. So it just felt like the whole world and the whole universe was at our backs and supporting us. So it just proved to me again, the law of attraction, how important it is that when you have a good idea and it's the right idea for the right reasons, it's always going to work out.
Yeah, I can hear that. This Toastmasters is a place that people dream and it make happen. Really, everybody helped you a lot. But also this project really fulfill your values as well. And you are shining here very well, and I hope you will continue. But when we were watching the video, it looks like very smooth, very fun, and it was very nice. But what about the challenges? And during the organization, what was the biggest challenge and how did you overcome, or your team? And which key lessons as a leader you get from this initiative?
Yes, of course. Well, the first challenge anyway was to get the funds together. So we had a big sit-down meeting, the district leadership team, and we went through all of it. We then approached head office, and they allowed us to ring fence some funds to get the bus on the road. So while it was a bit of a challenge trying to do all the budgeting, it definitely worked out once again because we had the right people behind us. But it was so funny. Every time we had a little hiccup or a little challenge, somebody would just come out of the woodwork. We had a very small core team. We only had 10 on the team. But every time something happened and we said, oh no, what's going to happen now? Somebody would say, oh, I know how to solve that. They'd go off and they'd resolve it. So once again, when you're on the right path, people come out of the woodwork to support you, and the camaraderie and friendship that we experienced as well meant that any little hiccups were just completely washed away very, very quickly.
Yeah, actually, right path, right people, right area, like Toastmasters, right environment, and then this nice initiative becoming bigger and bigger. Amazing, really. And James, I'd like to ask one question to you. You are very experienced in this delivering charities and activities, as I introduced you. But what tangible outcomes did this tour create? Did you observe stronger engagement in local teams in some cities, or some unexpected results that you were not expected, but it exceed your expectations?
Well, thank you very much for the question. Yes, there were a number of surprises, and all you can do is plan and do this. But there's a short, there's a medium, and there's a long-term effect. The short-term effect was to see clubs working together and to see the width of imagination and style and energy, as you saw in the video. We unleashed their creativity. And all of a sudden, all these writers and all these poets and all these singers and songwriters, even harpists and traditional musicians, got out and they found their voice. The medium term, the medium term is, will this continue? And yes, it has, because we've seen the reaction and we've seen the process being taken forward and developed and new ideas coming forward. And when you see experienced people from other parts of the district coming across to Ireland to take part, to see for themselves and to feel that energy, I think that too is a major advantage. The long term, it's a bit like dropping a pebble in the pond. The ripples are going out. We don't know where they're going, but we will see significant changes in the coming years because, as Mairead said, the days of Toastmasters being very closed in are gone. We're now in a quarter of the way through the 21st century. We get out into the community and they are welcoming and they are delighted to hear our story and they're delighted to have our input. I see great things happening.
So amazing that you experience such things, because I mean, all terms, short, mid, and long term, you have a lot of positive things. And also, while we were talking with Mairead, she said that year over year, when we look at after this initiative, 400 new members we are having right now in Toastmasters, and also in your local activities, mayors and some very community powerful people were attending the meetings as well. Would you like to add something on it, James?
Public representatives and community leaders of every description, from charities, from youth workers, from business leaders. We have shown what Toastmasters can potentially offer people. As was seen in the video, the conference next year, for the District 71 conference, will be held in Tralee. The venues we chose were not the usual venues. There were museums, there were art houses. Yes, there were some hotels. So the scope was big, the ambition was big, and the aim was big. And I believe truly that the results will be major.
Amazing. I hope we will replicate this big initiative in all districts and all around the world. Thank you very much, James. And Linda, I'd like to ask another question to you. As a new member, you described this week to Mairead, we learned from her, a life-changing week. What do you think that made this experience so transformative for you and so special for you? And as a leader, what did you get, or an individual, what did you get from that week?
Hi, how are you? Yes, it was very much life-changing when you look back at it, and it was lovely to see the video there as well. But it was, I think it was, and Mairead and James have kind of hit on it, when the team came together. We came together with a very open mind. We were very open and honest with each other, and we kind of gelled together straight away. And as Mairead was saying, if something happened, we got there and we worked together on it. And as a leader, that showed me that if you do have, you know, the right people and the right type of leadership, which we did in Mairead, that we can actually get things done very, very quickly and very, very smoothly as well. So we would sit there at night, you know, after a long day working on that, and we really kind of got to know each other in a very open way. We had like deep kind of conversations. We had good fun as well. But again, we shared stories about, you know, why we were involved in Toastmasters, what brought us there, and, you know, what it can actually offer other people across, you know, every kind of sector. And it's lovely that it's so diverse as well and so inclusive. And I think they're kind of the really key elements, you know, for membership of a club like Toastmasters, where it can actually develop your skills. And you asked me there what changed me as a leader. And I think it's been open. And I think, in fairness to Mairead, she would say, oh, yeah, we're going to let everyone shine. And she did let everyone shine. She brought us all in. She didn't, and I thought that was great leadership. She let us try out different roles and gave us feedback in relation to it as well, as did James and the other team as well. So as a newest kind of member of, or a new member of Toastmaster, you know, every day was a learning day for myself. It was absolutely amazing.
Wow. I'm so happy to hear such amazing words from you. As we say, Toastmasters transform our lives every day. And you mentioned very great way to us with this initiative. And Mairead, again, a small question for you. Who was the most inspiring speaking along the way?
Oh, there were so many amazing people, but I do admit my standout person is a wonderful young lady called Shelley Cowan. So I met Shelley a year ago in Enniskillen at a contest, and she had told me a little bit about her story, which is out in the public domain, so I'm not sharing any private secrets. But unfortunately, poor Shelley developed ME, which is the sleeping disease, and she spent 12 years in bed from the age of 12. And now she is a beautiful young lady in her middle 20s, and she wants to get back and up and running again. So she always has to have a mind with her. So she came along and she organized the Enniskillen event. But not only that, she's also chartering the Enniskillen Club very, very shortly. And she also formed a magnificent choir. You would have seen it at the choir there in our video. And every type of person is in that choir. It's such an inclusive and beautiful choir. And they started our evening in Enniskillen in their necessities. And it was just so soulful, so beautiful. But then Shelley spoke herself and compared herself to Sleeping Beauty. And now she's like a phoenix coming out of the ashes. And she did say that Toastmasters has been very impactful on helping her achieve her. They're not words anyone put into her mouth. They were her own words. And to say, Shelley, to me, was a standout speaker, but in every single location, there were so many wonderful people. It seems a little unfair to pick on one person, but Shelley, I do think, was such an inspirational lady. She really is amazing.
Yes, such an amazing story. I hope we will meet her as well after this sessions. And also the last questions, because the other districts are watching us and they may ask you, as a district, if they want to run this initiative, what would you your top advices about how to begin, secure the resources, and building a lasting momentum?
Thank you so much for asking me. I would say in hindsight, we only started planning the event, it must have been 2.5 months. We had to plan it. It was a little bit of a short timeline. So if I was back again, it wouldn't have been as intense for us if we had maybe spent 3.5 months. And I do think as well, it's very, very important to very much integrate and communicate with head office, just to make sure you can ring fence the money that you want. It gives you a comfort, and it also gives you a great foundation to work from. And finally, then, I wouldn't get too caught up about organizing the bus. It's more about the event locations. Once they're in place, once you select the local, there's no way a central team can do it all by themselves. But I do think, yes, of course, you have to give people direction on what to include on the agenda, but giving them the attitude as well, that's what creates the magic. That's why we had so many amazing events and just totally unexpected events as well, where there was literally a magician at one of our events, as you saw in our video there. So while it's good to be prescriptive, I would say don't be overly prescriptive.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for you and sharing your wisdom, Mairead, James, and Linda. Really appreciate it. And it's encouraging everyone where they have dreams and they think that it's not going to happen, but it can happen. Please do, all team members. And as Region 10, we are so proud of you. And for all Toastmasters, of course, such an initiative, I think it brings a lot of impact for the community. Thank you for coming and thank you for the interview. And I'd like to add also, if you would like to have more information about this initiative, there is a podcast from Irish Talkers, and you can get every details from Mairead and all teams members initiative, and you can listen it. It's the audio podcast, and you can see the QR code here right now. And I'd like to finish it with the last quote from Mairead Dillon, our District 71 leader. She said, sometimes you can take 2 baby steps, but you have to take a big leap. I hope we will take a big leap, all of us, in this year and soon. And now, David, let's bring you on stage again for a final word.
Yes, thank you, Serjan. And wow, what a wonderful tour to see, the bus tour, all the different musical spots. And my my Irish heritage in my surname comes out. I really hope that they'll do it again another year and I can just go and visit all the Toastmasters clubs of Ireland. Definitely. That looked like such an adventure. So to bring our episode to a close, I want to give a huge thank you to Izidro Souza for his very powerful words on insane stubbornness.
Yes, and to also Mairead Dillon and District 71 entire team for showing us what's possible when we dream big. And of course, biggest thank you for the members in the chat, because from Turkey, from Adana, from Germany, from Italy, Elizabeth, Pınar, Ömer, everyone. I cannot read all of them, I think.
I know.
Yeah.
There's so many, and really, it's truly wonderful to see the engagement that people are giving to this Region 10 live news. It really helps us to make a better show, doesn't it? It's live to have these beautiful comments showing up throughout the episode. So please click to subscribe, everyone. And for those watching now live, share the content with others. And if you're watching at another time, then of course, click subscribe and make sure whether you're on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook, that you're getting our updates and the small little snippets that come in between episodes as well. And you see there our next episode on screen. So that's all from me tonight. So until then, I'm David.
And I'm Serjan. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful, inspiring evening. Good night, everyone.